guys, what's up? Welcome. Today I'm excited to team up with Protein World once again. But this time I'm making healthy dinner recipes. And these are some of my favorites that I love, but sometimes I find them hard to fit into the diet plan. So I've pretty much healthified them up and they're still delicious. This time I'll be using the different products that Protein World offers aside from just their protein and their supplements. So I'll be showing you how to make a shrimp tostada, a nice crispy fish over a light salad, and y'all know I love my pizza. So I'm making 3 different kinds of pizza, one for me, one for my son, Taejin, and then one for my boyfriend. So let's get started. First, let's start off with the ingredients. You'll need some coconut oil, oat flour, cold water, and pink Himalayan sea salt. So to begin, I'm just going to start by placing all of the dry ingredients into a large bowl and slowly adding in the cold water and 1 egg. And then I'll just mix that up until it turns into a nice dough. Once the dough is ready, I roll it into 1 large ball and then cut it up into 8 separate portions. Once I have those portions, I'll roll each of them individually and flatten them out just like a tortilla. Now you get to add whatever toppings you like. I like to use refined black beans. You can find these in any supermarket. I prefer reduced sodium. And then I'm adding in some shrimp that I just sauteed with a little bit of coconut oil, garlic, and cilantro. I'm adding some lettuce, pico de gallo, some Mexican cheese that I've just crumbled up. And then I also add a bit of Greek yogurt, and this is a good alternative for sour cream. It has less fat and higher protein. And there you have a crunchy tostada shell with a ton of different flavors, which is what makes it taste so delicious. For our crispy fish, you will need some ground flaxseed powder, some dried parsley, basil, and oregano or Italian seasoning. I'm using a little bit of Mrs. Dash pepper, 4 fillets of fish, some sea salt, and a little bit of lemon. So to begin, I'm just going to take some coconut oil and spread it all over our cookie sheet. And this just ensures that the fish gets nice and crispy and it doesn't stick to the pan. And then I'm just splitting up my tilapia. I cut it in half, and now I'm seasoning it with Mrs. Dash, the dried parsley, basil, and oregano, and just make sure that you season both sides to get it nice and flavorful. Now what I do is place the ground flaxseed, a little bit of panko, and whole wheat breadcrumbs into a bag and pop all of the fish in there, shake it up, make sure it's nice and coated, and then place it on the cookie sheet. In the meantime, I'm going to make the dressing for our salad. So I have about 2 tablespoons of honey Dijon mustard, and then I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and 1 clove of garlic. Then I mix that up, add a little bit of white vinegar. You can also use red wine vinegar. I just had white on hand, and finish it off with a bit of honey to sweeten it up. You can use whatever vegetables you'd like for the salad. I'm just using an edamame, corn, bell pepper, and a bit of kale mixed in there. So you just take your dressing that we made, toss it up, plate it, and then add the crispy fish on top. Last but not least, pizza. So you'll need your topping ingredients, some marinara sauce, 2 whole eggs, Italian seasoning, Himalayan pink sea salt, a blend of cheeses. So I'm using reduced fat cheese and fat-free cheese, Psyllium husk powder, coconut oil, almond flour, baking powder. To begin, I'm going to add all of my dry ingredients into a large bowl and slowly add in the wet ingredients, which will be 2 tablespoons of cheese, a cup of boiling water, and 2 whole eggs. And I slowly add in the boiling water just to make sure that it doesn't get soupy or like too thin of a texture, and it's more of a nice thick pizza dough. After the pizza dough has baked for 25 minutes at 375, I take it out and then add our marinara or pizza sauce to the top of it. And at this point, it's the fun part, and you can add any toppings that you want. I'm going to make a barbecue chicken pizza for the man. So I'm just taking a little bit of that cheese mixture that we had, adding in some red onions, some shredded chicken, and a bit of low sugar, low sodium barbecue sauce. Just drizzle that on top. And then for mine, I'm using faux pepperoni, so it's more of a tofu based pepperoni. And for my son, he's just gonna have a regular cheese pizza. And after I've added all my toppings in, I pop it in the oven again and broil it for 5 minutes. So we make it. And what is wrong with me? So we So first I'm making a what?